activity is organized by the Subharti Engineering College.
That is the coordinator.
Coordinator. And it is sponsored by the AICTE. ऑल इंडिया टेक्निकल एजुकेशन कमेटी. वो क्या करता है कि सारे फैकल्टी को एजुकेट करने का, ट्रेनिंग करने का प्रोग्राम है.
इसमें कौन कौन से कॉलेज हैं?
इसमें मेरठ के MIET है, सुभारती पॉलिटेक्निक कॉलेज है, सुभारती इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है, सुभारती साइंस कॉलेजेस है, और 2 कॉलेज हमारे, एक चंडीगढ़, एक फैकल्टी हमारे दीवान इंस्टीट्यूट्स के भी हैं, दीवान इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के. एक फैकल्टीज हमारी चंडीगढ़ की है और एक फैकल्टी हमारी बेंगलोर की है. तो अलग अलग ऑल ओवर इंडिया से जितने भी फैकल्टीज में इनकॉर्पोरेट होना चाहते हैं, पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं, पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं.
I am Anshuman Sharma. Like other people, I also did my BE, that was BE, now BTech from IIT Roorkee in civil, and then MTech also from there in 86. And after that I joined Indian Railways. For 18 years I worked in Railways, then I switched over to one PSU is there, IRCON, for J&K project from 2005 to 2011, and then from 2011 to 2020 I was in DFCCIL, Director and MD. And after superannuation, after 1.5 years, I joined here because Mr. Gupta is also from Roorkee as QAP, Quality Improvement Program, in our Roorkee at that time. So that same, I think, current in that these things. So, but I believe that the same program must have been, Government of India must have taken up, so that they enhance the knowledge, their system for the teachers, and then the teachers will naturally pass on to their students. So as a whole, the country will get better educated technical technocrats for the development of the country. As you already know that nowadays there is lot of emphasis on infrastructure. All sites you will see nearby you that roads are improving, railways is improving, lot of in all fields, irrigation, solar power, everywhere there is an improvement. And in general, sometimes it has been felt that the quality of the people, of the engineers which we are getting, because here also we recruit the engineers for our projects. So sometimes we feel that quality needs to be improved, so that they can do a better work for the projects as well as for their own career enhancement. So with this, now I will just give some background about the JCL Infra Private Limited. That is the name of our of this company. It has 2 verticals, I should say. One is for track and second is for bridges and other civil works. Track is mainly for railways. You know, railways, you might have seen the train running on the rails, and sometimes at the station you might have seen that the train goes on diverted route. So that is called the loop line. So how it gets diverted, that is called point and crossings. Okay, so suppose the train is going like this, then it gets diverted. So there is a mechanism there. One point is there, one crossing is there, and then so those point and crossings are being manufactured here in the track vertical. In addition to this, there are some other components also. I am sorry, I think I will be able to give the feedback only on civil as well as on some part of mechanical, but computers and all that, because I myself is not very conversant with that, and the company also is not having any exposure for the electrical and CS type of work. So this discussion will be restricted to mechanical and civil only, mainly civil, mechanical slightly less. So in addition to these point and crossings, you may be knowing that there is always in summer and winter thermal expansion and contraction, that every common people knows that. So the same phenomena takes place in rails. In the summer, when the temperature is high, the rail expands, and in the winter, December, January, especially in the night, the rail compresses. So because of that also, the additional stresses are created in the rails. And one more thing, you all may be knowing that the temperature, ambient temperature, if the ambient temperature is 34 degrees centigrade, at that time the temperature of rail will be around 8 to 10 degree more. You might have seen that in summer when you touch some steel thing in the outside, then it looks hot, more hotter than ambient temperature. We feel it कि गर्म हो रहा है, गर्म हो रहा है. Similarly, in winter it becomes cold. So in steel rails, the temperature of the rail in summer as well as in winter is in winter it is less than the ambient temperature, and in summer it is more than the ambient temperature. So because of this change in temperature, the rail tries to expand or contract. So this introduces some stresses. So that's why to counter that, if the rail is allowed to expand, if you make it fix, do not allow it to expand or contract, then those stresses will be generated. If you make a mechanism somehow that the contraction or expansion takes place in the rail, then that stress which is getting generated because of this increase or decrease in temperature will not create any stress in the steel or in the rails. So that we call as switch expansion joint, SEJ. In short, we call that SEJ, switch expansion joint. So there is a type of special arrangement. I think they may be manufacturing here now also. That is SCJ. So the mechanism is such that during expansion or contraction, it moves like this, and the stresses gets released. So that is another track item, point and coursings, SCJs. Then we have some fish plates also to connect two rails, insulated fish plates. Earlier fish plates were used to be simple fish plates, but now the fish plates also gets insulated, because you know that signaling and all that, you might be seeing the red signal, green signal and all that, that insulation is through the rails. Okay, that mechanism is such that you have to that rail wheel of the locomotive or the coach, when it comes on the rails, then the some current circuit passes. So for that, sometimes you have to make it insulated also. So that is the insulated fish plates. So this type of items we are making for the track. These items are mainly supplied to Indian Railways and other private organizations also, but who are involved for the construction of railways or their own sidings they are constructing. GCL is approved fabricator for all these items from RDSO, Research Design Organization, which is an organization of Indian Railways. They approve the factory. Their people, QAP and all this thing, they will see the system, they will see the machinery, they will see the manpower, technical knowledge and all these. Based on that, so only the approved firms only can supply these items. So GCL Infra is approved in that, and then accordingly we are supplying to all Indian Railways. Now coming back to the civil and these girders, these basically we are manufacturing, fabricating here steel girders. Okay, so steel girders are being manufactured for railways as well as for roads, because bridge is a bridge, whether the load is passing, whether the train is passing over that, or the road vehicles are passing over that is a bridge. So bridges are on, sometimes the bridges are on the rivers. Sometimes you might have seen that the bridges are road over bridges, where at bottom train is going, and then on top the road is going, so you might have seen the girders. Sometimes below also there is a road, above also there is a road. Sometimes below is train and above is also train. So it can be any combination, but basically it boils down to that a girder is to be fabricated and assembled and then launched at site. So for this also, for railways, wherever the girders are being launched, where the railway load is coming, which the bridge which belongs to railways, they have approved from RDSO the factories where only the girders can be manufactured. From road authorities, there is no such stipulation, but nowadays they have also started mentioning that the girders should be manufactured or fabricated in RDSO approved workshop. So whatever approval has been given or this list approved for workshops have been made by RDSO, same thing they are is being used by NHAI or UPSBCL or other state governments also. So for these girders you might have seen, I think you might be going to Delhi every time sometimes. So if you go on the expressway, then at one place you will find a open web girder, and if you go towards this Modinagar also, there also I think just after 3-4 kilometers there is a bridge. Huh? Bhojpur, and this side also near Muzaffarnagar side, when we go there also this alignment is crossing there also. That so you the civil engineers who are they may be knowing that the girders are different type. The girders are basically some sort of plate girder where only a vertical plate is there and then top and bottom horizontal plates are there. So that we call as composite girder. That those girders are being manufactured here. Then there are open web girders, like which I am mentioning that in that Delhi Meerut Expressway, where the DFC is crossing. That is the open web girders. So these girders are also being manufactured here. So after manufacturing different elements here, then the RDSO will inspect here, and then because the bridge as it is cannot be taken from here to the site. You see, if the bridge is 72 meter long, so that is not possible because our length of the trailers from the road authority, they are restricted either lengthwise or widthwise or height-wise also. So height in the bridge design itself, it is taken care that the height does not go more than what is can be transported, or all the elements will be manufactured, fabricated here, and then all the elements will go to the site, and then there with the help of cranes and then all these equipments, they will be assembled sort of thing, assembly what we call that. And then with the help of cranes or other launching arrangements, sometimes cranes 500 ton capacity, that has to be worked out how much capacity crane will be required. Then those girders will be launched either wherever it is required. So first somebody will complete this substructure part of नीचे columns वगैरह जो हैं वो piers वगैरह, and then over that girder will be launched. Earlier the company was only manufacturing and launching these girders, but now we have started diversifying. We have started working, doing the work of those piers as well as those foundations also, because we find that government organizations, when they call the tender, they are not calling. Earlier they used to call superstructure separate, substructure separate. So the company will participate in the superstructure and not in substructure. But now what is happening is some of the organizations, they are calling a combined tender, substructure as well as superstructure. So if the company has to remain in business, then it has to quote, so then it has to acquire superstructure. They are already having experience. Substructure also, we have engaged some of the people and then we have started coating for that substructure also. So as far as that concrete part is concerned, there is no activity here except that some sort of shuttering for doing the concreting that we will fabricate here and then supply to the site. But basic activities for that is being done at site. But this fabrication of the girders, first the material will be procured from SAIL or Jindal or Tata, wherever it is available or the competitive rates are there. It is brought here, then it is to be cut to sizes and then welding or riveting or HSFG board, whatever is the approved drawing is showing, that will be done, and then the individual members will be transported, launched, and then the work will be completed. So you can have, I think, after this, once that batch comes, because we didn't want that all should go at one time, because sometimes the people are working there and then space is restricted, so that's why he has arranged it in two batches.
No sir, we can understand these things because किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में जाएंगे तो स्पेस उतना लिमिटेड ही होता है. एक साथ हम 25 लोगों को
And here also that much is space is not there, so it is not nice that. So anything else if you want to know, if I am able to answer.
सर एक क्वेश्चन मेरा था, जैसे कि हम मटेरियल में बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट कर रहे हैं, हम डे बाई डे इस मटेरियल को इतना इम्प्रूव बना रहे हैं, तो हम मटेरियल को और थोड़ा सा जो इसमें स्ट्रेस और स्ट्रेन आ रहे हैं, जो हम कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और समर में एक्सटेंशन की बात आ रही है, हम मटेरियल इतना हार्ड भी लेते हैं, उसमें क्रोमियम में मिलाते हैं तो उसकी सरफेस भी बहुत हार्ड हो जाती है, उसके बाद भी वो एक्सटेंड करेगा?
There are two parts. Expansion and contraction is a like in it is a natural phenomenon. Like in wood, there is no expansion or contraction, or
because the molecules of the wood are closely packed.
And in steel, this will it cannot be stopped. It can be reduced or this thing. Fortunately, for the civil engineers, I should say that एक होता है E, coefficient of this coefficient of thermal expansion. Fortunately, I should say fortunately, this coefficient of thermal expansion is almost same for concrete and steel. That's why in RCC, that RCC works. अगर ये अलग अलग होता तो it would have been difficult to design, because in the summer और winter एक जो है एक ज़्यादा कुछ वो करेगा, दूसरा वो तो ये या तो मतलब जो या तो डिजाइन इसको ऐसा किया गया है स्टील को, या ये आया ऐसे है, बट दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव यूज्ड द वर्ड फॉर्चुनेटली कि ये एक है, तो कंक्रीट और स्टील एक साथ मूव करती है, अलग अलग मूव नहीं करती है.
तो ट्रैक इंजीनियरिंग में मेन चीज़ें हैं पॉइंट्स एंड क्रॉसिंग्स. पॉइंट्स एंड क्रॉसिंग्स से जो है वो ट्रैक की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी हो जाती है. पॉइंट एंड क्रॉसिंग कहाँ लगता है? एक ट्रैक पे एक रोलिंग स्टॉक मीन्स ट्रेन जाती है, तो दूसरे ट्रैक पे भेजने के लिए हम लोगों को एक टर्नआउट की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. वो टर्नआउट जो है वो पॉइंट्स एंड क्रॉसिंग के से मिल करके बनता है. पॉइंट कहते हैं जो यहाँ पे आप देखते होंगे ट्रैक पे स्विच होता है, मतलब एक तरफ स्विच का मतलब ये है कि वो ट्रैक को स्विच करना हमें, तो स्विच करते हैं, लेकिन स्विच करने से गाड़ी तो नहीं बदलेगी, गाड़ी को क्रॉसिंग डालना पड़ेगा, दूसरे ट्रैक के साथ जोड़ने के लिए क्रॉसिंग डालना पड़ता है. उसको समझाने के लिए बहुत लंबा टाइम चाहिए थोड़ा. तो क्रॉसिंग और स्विच का मेल जब होता है तो एक टर्नआउट बनता है. टर्नआउट जो है वो एक ट्रैक से दो ट्रैक में कन्वर्ट करता है. एक गाड़ी पीछे से आ रही है तो एक को कहीं भेजना है, एक को कहीं भेजना है, मेन काम ये होता है. तो पॉइंट्स एंड क्रॉसिंग जो है वो बहुत सारे तरह के हो सकते हैं, मतलब बहुत सारे मीन्स उसकी स्पीड के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. और आज पहले तो स्ट्रेट स्विच चलते थे, क्योंकि गाड़ियाँ अधिकतर बहुत कम स्पीड से चलती थी, तो स्ट्रेट स्विच डाल देते थे कहीं को भी मोड़ना है. तो अभी स्पीड थोड़ी हाई हो गई है, तो उसमें कर्वेचर बहुत मायने रखता है. तो कर्वेचर में नॉर्मल केसेस में 1 in 8.5, 1 in 12, 1 in 16 और 1 in 20 तक का कर्वेचर आ गया है. मतलब 20 mm में 1 mm का कर्वेचर देते हैं हम लोग. तो उसके हिसाब से, स्पीड के हिसाब से उसको हमें चेंज करना पड़ता होगा। जहाँ पे जिस ट्रैक पे 1 in 8.5 होगा, उस पर स्पीड 10 से 15 के आसपास होगी, बहुत कम होगी। और जैसे जैसे हम बढ़ते जाएंगे वैसे वैसे वो कर्व बढ़ता जाएगा। तो कर्वेचर पे मैक्सिमम अभी तक 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर की स्पीड रहती है। जहाँ भी टर्नआउट होगा, कर्वेचर होगा, वहाँ पे स्पीड जो है वो स्लो डाउन कर देंगे। 130 150 जो चलता है आजकल गाड़ी, वो स्ट्रेट लाइन पे चलती है। एक तो पॉइंट एंड क्रॉसिंग की बात ये हो गई। दूसरा, क्रॉसिंग्स जो है, अब पॉइंट्स क्योंकि फैब्रिकेट करके बनाया जाता है, रेल को फैब्रिकेट करेंगे क्योंकि उसको मूवमेंट देना है। कास्ट पहले जो क्रॉसिंग बनता था वो भी फैब्रिकेट करके बनता था, लेकिन आजकल क्योंकि क्रॉसिंग का कोई मूवमेंट नहीं होता, क्रॉसिंग अपनी जगह फिक्स हो जाता है, क्योंकि उसको तो ट्रैक लाइन जब रोलिंग स्टॉक चलता है, रोलिंग स्टॉक चलने के बाद में उसको सपोर्ट करना है केवल। तो आजकल CMS क्रॉसिंग आने लगा, कास्ट मैगजीनिस चीज कहते हैं, तो वो आने लगा है। और उस तरह से अब टर्नआउट जो है वो और ज़्यादा मॉडर्नाइज होता जा रहा है। तो आजकल तो आप देख रहे हो बुलेट ट्रेन वगैरह ये सब आ ही रही हैं, तो उसमें सब ये मॉडर्नाइज CMS क्रॉसिंग और स्विचेस डल रहे हैं। आजकल एक और नया स्विचेस आने लगा, कैंटेड टर्नआउट आने लगा है। कैंटेड टर्नआउट में अभी हमारे यहाँ इंडिया में मतलब रिसेंटली इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है, DFCC ने उसका यूज़ किया है। अभी सब अंशुमन सर गए होंगे, अभी बताए होंगे उन्होंने। तो कैंटेड टर्नआउट में क्या होता है कि रेल के अंदर, ये थोड़ा सा मैं गलत चला गया वैसे, ज़्यादा गहराई है, 1 in 20 का एक टेपर होता है। 1 in 20 के टेपर से ज़्यादा सपोर्ट मिलती है रेल ट्रैक को, और उसमें स्टेबिलिटी आती है स्पीड में। तो वो 1 in 20 का कैंटेड टर्नआउट आजकल आ गया है। तो मेन तो ये है। दूसरा, बनाने के लिए क्या है, रेल लाइन इसकी मेन होती है। रेल लाइन हिंदुस्तान के अंदर सिर्फ 2 ही इंडस्ट्री फैक्ट्रियाँ चलाती हैं, बनाती हैं। एक तो जिंदल है और एक सेल है। पॉइंट एंड क्रॉसिंग में एक नया रेल एक और आ गई है। आजकल देखते होंगे रेल के 2 सेक्शन होते थे, 52 kg और 60 kg। उससे पहले तो बहुत छोटी छोटी रेल्स होती थी। तो 60 kg सेक्शन के साथ में एक नया सेक्शन एक और आ गया है, थिक वेब रेल का। रेल के सेक्शन को अगर हम बताएं आपको, तो रेल के सेक्शन में उसका रेल का सेक्शन कुछ इस तरह का होता है। रेल का सेक्शन ये होता है, ये लॉन्ग रेल होती है। ये होता है, इस तरह का रेल का सेक्शन होता है। तो इसका जो ये इस सेक्शन के 1 मीटर के अंदर, 1 मीटर में, या तो 52 kg सेक्शन को कहते हैं हम, 1 मीटर में 52 kg वेट होता है। या दूसरे तरह का होता है 60 kg। बहुत मोटे तौर पे बता रहा हूँ, इसका वैसे तो एग्जैक्ट तो 51.89 होता है और इसका 60.21 होता है। और एक आने लगा है, एक आजकल आने लगा 72 kg, मतलब ये TW रेल होती है, थिक वेब रेल।
ये रेल का वेट होगा?
हाँ, रेल का वेट पर केजी के हिसाब से क्या होता है, ये हेड है इसका, ये वेब है और ये फुट है। तो ये इसमें और इसमें तो कोई ज़्यादा अंतर नहीं है, केवल इनके साइजेस बढ़ा दिए हैं इसके लिए। इसका भी साइज़ बड़ा कर दिया है, इसका भी साइज़ बड़ा कर दिया है, तो वेट बढ़ गया है इसका। लेकिन अब जो ये नई रेल आई है, इसके अंदर इन्होंने वेब को मोटा कर दिया, थिक वेब कर दिया। ये इससे इसकी कैपेसिटी जो है वो बहुत बड़ी हो गई है। बियरिंग कैपेसिटी, लोड बियरिंग कैपेसिटी बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई है। तो आजकल ये इस पे डबल डेकर ट्रेन आ गई हैं, ये सब चीज़ें आ गई हैं। तो ये इसका जो बेस है वो ये है, वो थिक वेब रेल करने से क्या है, वो नीचे की जो सपोर्ट है वो ज़बरदस्त बन गई है। ये तो रेल के बारे में थोड़ी सी हिस्ट्री है।
हाँ, मतलब एक्चुअली वी आर नॉट मेकिंग स्मॉल पार्ट, कोई ऐसे छोटी चीज़ नहीं बना रहे हम, कोई पेंसिल रबर बना रहे हम। बड़ा आइटम है तो उसके लिए क्या है कि स्पेस, अब ये शहर ही समझिए आप यहाँ पे, क्योंकि ये इंडस्ट्रियल बेल्ट है तो इतना, हालांकि हम एक्सपेंड कर रहे हैं और भी पीछे जगह लिए, लेकिन ये प्रोडक्ट इतना बड़ा है मतलब कि इसको रखने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेस चाहिए। मतलब हमारा रॉ मटेरियल जो है वो भी हम टाइम टू टाइम ही मंगाते हैं। मतलब कुछ भी, जैसे रेल आती है हमारी, तो रेल बस 2-3 गैलन आएंगे, उसके बाद तुरंत रोजाना आता है मतलब। तो जिसको अगर विजिट करना है प्लांट का, तो वी आर रेडी फॉर विजिट, तो आप हमारे साथ चल सकते हैं।
Head of the Department Mechanical Engineering, to present him with Angvastram and sapling. Dr. Dinendra Kumar is an accomplished academician and administrator with over 2 decades of experience in teaching, research and institutional leadership. He holds a PhD in MTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Delhi College of Engineering. He has previously held key positions such as Dean R&D and Head of ECE at RKGIT Ghaziabad, and he is presently serving IMT. His contributions span across outcome-based education, entrepreneurship development and industry-academia collaboration. A prolific researcher, Dr. Kumar has published in SCI and Scopus Index journals and guided multiple postgraduate and doctoral theses. He is also a fellow of Institution of Engineers, India. We welcome you, sir.
I am Dr. Dhirendra Kumar. Did my PhD from Delhi University. My college was Delhi College of Engineering, presently known as DTU, Delhi Technological University. From there only I did my MTech also. And my PhD thesis was in wireless communication component design, and MTech was in very much close to the software engineering, that is speech recognition. Presently now this is the days of AI, ML and other advanced technologies. So most of us are having our classrooms well equipped. The classrooms are equipped with such smart boards and that is well connected with the internet and other many means which we use in our classrooms. So for 2 years I worked for outcome based education system in an industry. So there we have learned what the tendency of the student, how student can understand the things. So we have observed and we have studied several articles and papers. We have got that around 8 to 9 minutes we concentrate on a topic, on a talk which is being given by the teacher. So after 9 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes, what is happened? Student leave the classroom, his mental presence become quite difficult to continue in the classroom after 8 to 10 minutes. So again he or she in the classroom, he again connect with the topic and then it will be continued. So what are the different mode of teaching which we can adopt so that the learning can be made more efficient? There are 2 concepts in teaching. One is knowledge transfer, one is information transfer and another is the knowledge transfer. So education 6.0 is totally for the knowledge transfer. It is based on the concept of knowledge transfer. Most of the time when we teach in our class, in our classroom teaching, what we do, actually we share the information what we know as a teacher. Most of the time it become information transfer. So we are just transferring the information from I have taken from book to myself with the practice and with the study. Students are getting through our teacher and books and other material available on the internet, right? But how they are learning or how much their knowledge is being enhanced through these processes. So these we have to take care of it, ki how the knowledge transfer kind of concept can be established in a classroom. Are you getting my point? You please ask the question if in between you are having any doubt. So it will be easy for me for two-way communication, because it's FDP. It's not a mere seminar or not a conference where I can just study my paper to you. It's an experience which I am going to share with you, and you also share the challenges which you find out in your classrooms while you are interacting with your students. So most of the, I think most of the teachers are from this university only, or some are from outside also. Yeah. So nowadays our classrooms are equipped with the smart boards. How many of we are using the smart board smartly? The problem is here that in our college we are having each and every classroom equipped with the smart board, which is well connected with the internet. So, but the problem is in engineering colleges or professional colleges, teachers are using the smart board only as a whiteboard or blackboard. So just for writing, if they are using, then definitely the purpose of having the smart board in a classroom will be failed. So to use the smart board smartly, we have to prepare ourselves before going to the lecture. So here our topic is Education 6.0, teaching through power of AI and cloud technology. So if you want to learn the AI technology, cloud technology, ML, machine learning, so it will be difficult for everyone to understand. But like everyone cannot understand the working principle of mobile phone. Is it possible? No. But application of mobile phone is known by children also. 5th class child can play with mobile, but they cannot explain the working of mobile, how it is being connected with another mobile, what is the communication link, etc. So they cannot understand, but the application part we can. Similarly, here also the power of AI and cloud can be used for betterment of the teaching and learning. That's my topic for today discussion with you. So first of all, the first point is, what is Education 6.0? What is education actually? Education is because we are a professional college, engineering college, so we think education, if we segregate from the basic education, so it's a part of higher education. So it's a professional education. So in professional education, it is not mere theory, but we are more depend on the practicals. Then only our students will be able to perform their knowledge at the workplace. So first we are going to understand what is Education 6.0, and before this what we were having. Before Education 6.0, what we are having. So we are having in earlier days, in conventional teaching, the blackboard and chalk is enough for us to teach the student. But nowadays it is not possible. Even in schools also, if we if you teach only by using the chalk and duster, is it possible to interact the students in your class? Is it possible to make your lecture interactive? Nowadays it is important to have the proper equipped class, that is using the smart board can be make you more comfortable to show, to explain the concepts of engineering or management with the simulation, videos, demonstration, that can be done easily. So in the first question is, what is 6.0? So Education 6.0 represents a shift from traditional method to fully integrated. What is traditional method? Traditional method, yeah, blackboard, chalk, and just going into the lab. What we do in the lab in traditional teaching methodology? Anyone, please? Yeah, what we do in lab, in the classroom, definitely only we do the information transfer actually in conventional teaching methodology. Chalk and duster and now whiteboard and ink we are using. So that is transfer the information. What we know, what I remember, I will tell the students, student will note down. It's a just transfer of the information. Student will also remember it. Somewhat it will go up to the understanding, but it will not reach up to the analysis and evaluate or create level. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy you might have listened. So the same, my question is, what we do in our conventional teaching in the labs, how we take our labs conventionally. Labs are quite practical things. There students perform the practicals. So how that can be made smarter. So from electronic point of view or computer point of view, if you'll see, or physics point of view, chemistry point of view, or any subject you can take, right? If you go into the lab, it will just, they are having the set of experiment. You have taken, you have given the task to the student, experiment number 3. So experiment number 3 is having certain steps to perform. Student will follow those certain steps only. Step number 1, connect this. Step number 2, connect the CRO. Step number 3, take the provide the input. Step number 4, see the output. Right? Understand the medium and higher level questions, and they will predict this student will get better, academic achievement kind of. Whereas if the student is not performing the lower side of question, so that 5 to 10 question are subsample questions. So that AI system will tell you, the administrator, that this student is not able to do the engineering or medical or this course. He will be able to do this, he will be better if he is going to choose this course, it will be better for him. So the things which we are not able to decide in the school time, what the students should choose for their higher education or where they should go. So those AI systems are so smarter, they are going to give the future roadmap. Students should go to the engineering, or they should choose to the language or foreign relation or human values. They will tell you. So such kind of things are there, and many advanced schools are using those kind of tools nowadays. Grading systems are there. Grading systems are very nowadays. These are the smarter system they have. Cloud technology, the backbone of education 6. How it is backbone? Backbone means nowadays everything is there on the cloud, right? The things which we are downloading, which we are uploading, which we are sharing, which we are using the virtually. Like I have just given the example of virtual use of lab of IIT Kharagpur. How it is possible? It is only possible through the cloud. So cloud technology is the backbone of the education 6.0. Before today, have you listened this word education 6.0? Have you gone through with this? So these are the actually industry 4.0, industry 5.0, industry 6.0 Industry 4.0 was the concept of the automation. Industry is moving faster than the education, right? Because education curriculum cannot be changed so frequently the way technology is being changed, right? Every day, every month you find new version of the mobile. Nowadays, not only new version of the mobile, electronic devices, small devices, mobile is the small devices. We are listening day by day. In every month, I don't think any car company are not launching the new version of that car. In every month we are listening that this particular company has launched a new version of a car. So how they are, putting the new version, just not changing the engine side or body side, but they are changing the electronic and control side of it, right? So technologies are moving quite faster than our academic curriculum, but our academic is the backbone of that technology. So base is always same. So the role of cloud computing in education is scalability. Cloud technology allows the educational institution to scale resources to meet growing demand without significant increase of the infrastructure. That much of infrastructure is not possible for any college. Even government college is not able to purchase those kind of things which the cloud can provide. Access anywhere. You can use your laptop, you can use your mobile phone, and just on the way I have sent my CV to ma'am. So how that is possible? That is possible through the cloud computing techniques. Collaborative learning that we have discussed. The Microsoft team is very popular. Cloud Google Classroom, which we have used in the Corona time. In 2020, the first Corona time, I was teaching one course in DTU, microwave engineering. So in April, it was declared, in March it was declared the lockdown, and we have taken all the classes on Google Classroom. And not only the government colleges, it was then popular into the schools also. It was implemented into the schools also. Some drawbacks also came after that. Those drawbacks we are facing in our college while we are teaching the students. The batch which is coming from the 20 pass out or 22 pass out, 21 pass out, 23 pass out, we are getting the problems because they were quite higher side. Practical example of the cloud is Google Drive, OneDrive. These are the few practicals of it that we know. Actually, we are using it, but we don't connect with the technology like Zoom, Google Meet, real-time video conferencing, and cloud-based interactions. Those are the practical examples of the cloud education. The benefits of the combining AI and cloud in education. So in application side, I am again mentioning that in application side, we need not to change the cloud and AI, and we need not to understand the AI, we need not to understand the machine learning, we need not to understand the cloud technology or computing. We need to understand the application of it. Applications are there, but we need to use it in the class. We need to use for our classroom teaching and our laboratory classes. So these will be the technologies which is not mere a technology just for a meeting, just for a performing in our office. It is for nowadays transferring the knowledge to the student. We are having the information. we need to transfer the knowledge to you. So if the teacher is what? Teacher is having the information, knowledge based on some information. So how that knowledge can be transferred effectively? What the meaning of transfer here? How you will know that the concept has been transferred, the knowledge has been transferred? How we will know? We can understand the response of the student. If the students are responding the things in better way, that is the attainment of the course outcome is we are achieving the targeted attainment of the course, then definitely we are transferring our knowledge efficiently. That means if I have transferred my knowledge effectively, then definitely the student is going to use that knowledge for making their projects. They are going to perform better in their viva, they are perform better in answering the academic questions. So those are the outcomes. Through that we can understand we have transferred the knowledge. And what about the information? How you will check that knowledge is not transferred but information has been transferred? So if we are transferring only information, then what will happen? A student will not be able to make any project. A student will not be make himself or herself creative. He cannot analyze the problems. He cannot get the tailor-made solution. What he can do? But he can perform the academically better. He can get better marks. So sometime you might have observed the student who is getting better marks need not to there is no compulsion that that student is having the better understanding, because of the based on the remembering, based on their writing skill, based on their somewhat explanation skill, they are getting better marks. But analyzing, creating, evaluating are not there in their as output. So these comes under the higher order thinking, higher order performance. When a teacher is not able to create the higher order thinking among the student, especially in professional teaching and learning, it's very difficult to expect from the student for better performance in their projects, in their research, in their jobs, internship, etc. So we have to move towards the higher order thinking so that student can perform better. And to create the higher order thinking in students' mind, we need to use all this which we are discussing now. So cloud technology, AI and cloud, if you will mix it, enhanced personalization, increased accessibility, data driven decision. Now if you will tell me that we are data se kya lena dena, data scientist is something different. So not like that. We are also using the data analysis kind of things. Now we are having the what is experience actually? Experience means what? Experience means that learning from the past, learning from the data available which is in our mind. So those things are must to use, and then only that is, if you are experienced teacher, then you will have the performance of the last batches. Accordingly you will behave in the next batch, so that you can get the better performance of your students. Collaboration and communication. The cloud enhances the collaboration between the student, teacher and peers. This is the best part of it. Definitely cost efficiency, you will get the better infrastructure. But if you are going to purchase a physical infrastructure, if a college is going to develop a physical infrastructure, is it possible to how much any college is going to invest to have that much of memory. Sometimes that memory is not going to use for the several years, but sometimes it is very much important for us to use. So cloud is providing, cloud and AI is also providing the cost efficiency. So few challenges are there. Overcoming the challenges in education 6.2, that is potential barrier, digital divide, data privacy, teachers learning. These are the challenges. Solution to overcome those challenges: increasing the access, privacy and security, professional development, which I told you, if professionally we will not enhance ourselves, definitely we will be outdated from our classroom. Maybe possible you will get the better pass result, but the better understanding in the student cannot be developed. So for that we must to work on to it. Next is the future. If in between, if you are having any question, please we can take few questions from your side. Any question in it? Education 6.2 will integrate even more advanced technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality and 5G. Right? So these technologies are going to be used in this. In 2023, there were one conference, international conference, organized by Government of Science and Technology. I was part of it. It was totally based on the AR and VR. So they have created the virtual classroom. So when you will open that particular classroom, so in that classroom, the students or participants were sitting on the tables, and the evaluators are sitting on the front benches, and the students are presenting the things and evaluators are evaluating the things. So AR and VR are nowadays become very interesting and very popular in our teaching also. So this is definitely the next of the future of 6.2. A fully immersive, data-driven, global learning ecosystem, and every student can learn at their own pace with personalized support and guidance powered by AI and cloud technology. So these are the few important concepts which we have discussed, and now to recap, I am just recapping few points. Education 6.0 represents a bold shift in how we approach teaching and learning, where AI and cloud technology create an inclusive, personalized, scalable educational model. Call to action: encourage educators, policymakers and technology developers to collaborate and continue investing in these transformative tools to improve education for future generation. I am telling you that nowadays DST is open their door to collaborate with several universities and institutions of India to implement such kind of tools to be adopted by the institutions. So they are putting, the Government of India is putting or giving funds to the colleges to enhance all those things in their institution. Today we are having one podcast aired by AICTE. So IIT director was there and IIT AICTE coordinator Abhay Gere was there. So they were talking about all these things, ki how AICTE is putting their effort to make the implementation of high in teaching. So 6.0 is nothing but the teaching with high in technology, the present technologies. It should be well used and effectively we can use it. So you can definitely transfer the knowledge rather than the information to your students. Thank you. From my side, it's these are the points which I have discussed just based on my experience, and as I am working in the outcome-based education system, how to develop it. So these are the few points where we can use the AI in cloud. Now I am going to give you some tips that how it can be used properly. First of all, we need to make our lecture plan very effectively. How you will make your lecture plan? Here blackboard is not there with us. How you will make your lecture plan? So use the Excel sheet for it. How many of you know the Excel sheet to work on the Excel? Everyone, most of you are well in using the Excel. So if you are using the Excel, what will happen? Through the Excel you can make your database. Excel is the database software. So serial number, in one column serial number, the topics to be covered, subtopic of the particular topic. First you write the chapters, then topics, in a chapter, unit, topics, subtopic, and the level of the understanding, low, medium, high. If some topic is having the higher level of the understanding, required for a student. Some topics needs the lower level of understanding by the student. Remembering type of things doesn't need any high level of thinking. Like the father's name of Lord Ram was Dasrath. No understanding level required. Only remembering answer can be done onto it, right? But if you will, if I ask a question from physics or from chemistry or from engineering, so it is not just based on the remembering. So you have to analyze it. So for that higher order, so it may lies in M level or high level. So you divide your lecture, your topics in LMH, low, medium, high, understanding level. According to that, the low level of understanding need not to have any kind of video, animation, virtual lab, no need. It should be in column and this should be in row. If one topic is there, if I take the topic of matrix, maths की एक topic लेते हैं. If the topic is matrix, matrix is medium level of understanding required for a student, right? So in medium level of understanding, what we can do? We can show some kind of graphical representation of it. How? Some pictorial, we should show some pictures of it. Pictures of a classroom, pictures of a some arrangement where rows and columns are there. Some data, some Excel data that can be shown to the students. So pictorial representation, demonstration. What the live demonstration? Live demonstration may be the classroom. The student who are sitting in the rows and column is the matrix, right? So what are the things in medium level of understanding we need to cover is the live examples, example which is very near to us. one example is the industry example. One example is the very live example which is very near to us. Things around us. If we are using the things around us to the students, so student will have the better connectivity with the subject, right? Then if some topic is there which comes under the H category, then what will happen? In H category, we need to tell them, the student, about the things around us, about the live example of the industry, about the live example of the society, about the animation, virtual labs, videos if possible, and practicals. Yeah. So then only that student will be well connected with the higher level of the understanding, and he will then understand the things and able to implement of it. So the effective lecture planning makes you effective faculty, effective your deliverable may be the effective, your classroom teaching will be more effective, interactive, informative and connective. So with this I am open for your questions. We can discuss on those questions and then my talk will be over.
Thank you so much, sir. This was a great lecture on Education 6.0, and we all are going through all such changes in our education system. We have been through the chalk and duster and chalk and talk kind of to these smart boards, which are a bit difficult to use, but still we are coping. So I hope all the faculty will follow the tips given by respected sir. Now on behalf of the entire FDP team, I would like to express our gratitude so that he made in such a short time, because our original हमारे speaker said he pulled out at the moment and we had to arrange. So sir came from such a long distance. Thank you so much, sir. I request Dr. Sunil Rajoria to please express our gratitude. Thank you so much. Now it's the time for the hands-on session. Hands-on session will be held on in the EC lab, which you are doing for past 2 days, and tea will reach you there only. So please proceed to the EC lab at the first floor.